In a land forged by sun and silence, life is not a given gift, but a victory that must be won each day. From a shell turned into a mobile fortress, to a dance that conquers the sea of sand, each creature is a masterpiece of millions of years of evolution, perfectly designed to overcome adversity. This is the Mojave Desert, where life doesn't just exist, but reigns spectacularly in one of the harshest environments on the planet. Mojave, where wildlife survives hell. As the first rays of dawn paint the horizon pink, the desert begins to stir. Slowly and majestically, an ancient door opens from the earth, and the desert tortoise, a living relic from prehistoric times, begins its relentless journey across the land of sand and rock. Its shell is not just a home, but a masterpiece of bioengineering. Its perfectly curved dome reflects the harsh solar radiation, while its solid bone structure is an impenetrable shield against hungry predators. This is its mobile fortress. Carrying a fortress on its back comes at a price. Every step on the shifting sand is a colossal effort, consuming precious energy. Thus, slowness is not a weakness, but an energy conservation strategy honed over millions of years of evolution. The tortoise's ultimate survival secret lies in its ability to store water. Its bladder can expand incredibly, holding an amount of water that makes up 40% of its body weight. It turns itself into a living canteen, ready for the long, dry months ahead. When the rare rains fall, it's a true celebration. The tortoise will find low-lying areas or dig small holes itself to catch every precious drop of water. It will drink profusely, refilling its personal reservoir to survive until the next rainy season. When surface temperatures can exceed 60 degrees Celsius, the desert furnace becomes unbearable. The only solution is to go underground. With its powerful front claws, the tortoise digs deep tunnels, finding cool and safe refuge. Inside these underground burrows, a different world exists. The temperature remains consistently pleasant, and humidity is preserved. This is the tortoise's private oasis, where it can rest, hibernate, and wait for the deadly heat on the surface to pass. The desert tortoise's menu is what this barren land can provide. From the delicate wildflowers that bloom after a rain, to dry grasses and even spiny cacti, all provide essential nutrition and moisture. Instead of teeth, creation has bestowed upon them a rock-hard jaw with razor-sharp edges. This structure is strong enough to crush the most fibrous and thorny plants, extracting the maximum life source from the sparse vegetation. The tortoise's burrows are not just for them. They are important architectural structures, often becoming communal shelters for snakes, lizards, and rodents, turning the desert tortoise into an unwilling ecosystem engineer. With a lifespan that can reach 80 years or more, the desert tortoise is one of the longest living residents of this land. Their lives are an epic of patience, endurance, and phenomenal adaptability to the most severe conditions. In the mating season, the usual slowness gives way to fierce confrontations. The males will ram each other with the power of their shells, attempting to flip their rivals over to gain dominance and the opportunity to carry on their lineage. Every foraging trip is a risky journey. Despite being protected by their shells, they are still vulnerable to predators like coyotes, or to being flipped over and dying slowly under the scorching sun. As a keystone species, the health of the desert tortoise population reflects the health of the entire ecosystem. Their decline is a serious warning about the impacts humans are inflicting on this fragile land. The desert tortoise is a living symbol of resilience. It teaches us that in an ever-changing world, adaptability, persistence, and a smart survival strategy are the keys to surviving and conquering all challenges. Leaving the flatlands where the desert tortoise reigns, our journey takes us into the rugged, rocky hills. Here, under the blazing sun, a flash of turquoise suddenly gleams. It is the collared lizard, a vibrant gem of the rock kingdom. The male's vibrant colors are not just for decoration. This is a powerful visual message, a declaration of territorial dominance, a warning to competitors, and an impressive display to attract potential mates. This is an ambush predator, a master of patience. It can sit motionless on a high rock for hours, its sharp eyes scanning its territory, waiting for an insect or a smaller lizard to carelessly wander into its line of sight. And when it attacks, the sight is incredible. It rears up, running on its powerful hind legs with explosive speed. It looks like a miniature descendant of Tyrannosaurus rex, sprinting at nearly 25 kilometers an hour. This two-legged running posture isn't just for speed. It also helps to elevate its head, allowing the lizard to maintain an unobstructed view of its fleeing prey, while also making it easier to overcome small obstacles. The push-up behavior is a complex form of communication. By rhythmically raising and lowering its body, the male is sending messages about its strength, health, and readiness to defend its territory from any intruders. Its jaws are extremely strong for its body size, capable of delivering a powerful bite. This bite is enough to crush the hard chitin shell of a beetle or to hold fast to a desperately struggling prey. As a cold-blooded species, the sun is its source of energy. It spends much of the day basking on warm rocks, absorbing the necessary heat to fuel its lightning-fast hunts and territorial defense activities. The two distinctive black neck rings, which stand out against its colorful skin, are the source of its name. This pattern makes it one of the most recognizable and impressive reptiles of the North American desert. When faced with an enemy that is too large, speed is its ultimate defense mechanism. It will dash away like a lightning bolt, quickly vanishing into the nearest safe rock crevice, leaving the predator stunned. In the breeding season, the male's colors not only become more vibrant, but they also become more aggressive. Fights over territory and mating rights can be very fierce, sometimes leading to serious injuries. The presence of the collared lizard is an important indicator of a healthy ecosystem. Where they live, there is usually a diversity of insects and other small reptiles, creating a sustainable food chain. Unlike many other reptiles, they have very good color vision. This explains why visual signals, such as body coloration and displays, play such an important role in their social lives. The cold of the desert winter forces them to hibernate. They will find a safe shelter underground or in a deep rock crevice to spend the cold months, awaiting the return of the sun's warmth. The collared lizard is a testament to the extraordinary beauty and diversity of life. Even in the harshest environment, nature relentlessly creates masterpieces full of color, vitality, and astounding complexity. As the cliffs give way to a vast sea of sand, a completely different form of movement emerges. Not slithering, not crawling, but a flowing dance that leaves distinctive J-shaped tracks. This is the realm of the sidewinder rattlesnake, the master dancer of the desert. This unique method of locomotion is a perfect adaptation to the shifting sand surface, where normal slithering would be inefficient. By throwing its body in loops to the side, it glides across the surface with ease and energy efficiency. More importantly, this dance helps it survive the heat. At any given moment, only 2 small points of its body are in contact with the scorching sand. This minimizes heat absorption and prevents the risk of deadly overheating. Its sandy brown scales and the distinctive small horns above its eyes help it camouflage perfectly. When coiled motionless next to a bush, it's nearly invisible to both prey and larger predators. Its hunting strategy is one of absolute patience. It often buries itself under the loose sand, leaving only its eyes and nostrils exposed. It turns itself into a living trap, patiently waiting for a careless kangaroo rat or lizard to pass by. Its secret weapon lies not only in its venom, but in its ability to perceive the world. Between its eyes and nostrils are heat-sensing pits, sophisticated biological organs that can detect the slightest temperature differences, allowing it to see the body heat of a prey animal in complete darkness. Once the target is in range, the strike is as fast as a lightning bolt. In less than a quarter of a second, the venomous fangs inject a powerful dose of venom into the victim, after which the snake immediately retreats to a safe distance. Its venom is hemotoxic, quickly destroying tissues and blood cells. The snake doesn't need to struggle with its prey. It simply follows the scent to find its meal after the poison has completed its task. Rarely exceeding 76 centimeters in length, this is a compact but incredibly effective predator. Its small size allows it to hide easily, move nimbly, and subsist on smaller prey compared to other rattlesnake species. The characteristic horns above its eyes aren't just for camouflage. They act like little shields, helping protect the snake's eyes from blowing sand when it moves or buries itself, ensuring its vision always remains clear for the hunt. Unlike its larger cousins, the sound from a sidewinder's rattle is often quite faint and weak. Thus, it relies more on its perfect camouflage and the speed of its surprise attack to survive rather than on warning signals. Its existence shapes the behavior of the rodents that live on the sand. Their every step must be taken with caution, because death could be lurking just beneath the surface, waiting for the slightest mistake. Sidewinding locomotion is not only effective, but also extremely energy efficient. In a place where every calorie is precious and water is easily lost through movement, this way of moving offers a tremendous survival advantage. In the intense heat of the day, it often seeks refuge in rodent burrows or buries itself deep under the cooler sand. It is a creature of dusk and dawn, active only when the temperatures become more tolerable. The sidewinder rattlesnake is a masterpiece of evolutionary specialization. Every aspect of it, from its movement, hunting skills, to its body shape, has been perfectly honed to conquer one of the most challenging habitats, the sea of sand. From the scorching sand dunes, we climb into the high and treacherous canyons, where only the strongest dare to tread. In this kingdom of shadow and rock, an apex predator reigns in silence. It is the mountain lion, the invisible phantom of the wild. Hunting in this sparsely vegetated place requires a masterful skill in concealment. It uses the rugged terrain to its advantage, turning rocks, shadows, and deep ravines into allies in every hunt. This is an ambush specialist, an embodiment of patience. It can stalk its prey for hours, moving with unbelievable slowness and deliberation, waiting for the perfect moment to launch its decisive attack. Its large, thickly padded paws and retractable claws allow it to move over rock without making a sound. Each step is placed with the precision of an assassin. Not a single pebble is disturbed. Its explosive power is contained in its muscular hind legs. With a single leap, it can cover more than 13 meters horizontally, or jump up onto a 5-meter-high rock ledge. This ability allows it to move through vertical terrain without any hindrance. This phenomenal jumping ability helps it dominate the cliffs, pursuing agile prey like bighorn sheep on their own home turf. No place in its territory is truly safe from the reach of this ghost. When it attacks, it lunges with incredible speed. Its target is always the prey's neck, where its powerful jaws and sharp canine teeth can deliver a fatal bite, breaking the spine or severing the windpipe quickly. As a solitary predator, it rules over a vast territory that can span hundreds of square kilometers. Its presence is discreetly marked by scratches on trees and by scent, an invisible warning to other lions. After taking down large prey, the real hard work begins. It often drags the carcass to a secluded spot like a cave or under a rock outcropping, then carefully covers it with leaves or dirt to hide its meal from scavengers. A single bighorn sheep can provide it with enough food for over a week. This allows it to rest and conserve energy, minimizing the number of risky and exhausting hunts it has to undertake. It has evolved to get most of the water it needs from the blood and flesh of its prey. This critical adaptation allows it to survive and thrive in arid areas where direct sources of drinking water are scarce and far apart. Its sandy brown coat is perfect camouflage, helping it blend into the desert landscape. It can lie motionless on a sun-drenched rock outcropping, completely invisible to unsuspecting eyes below. Despite being an apex predator, its life is not easy. The success rate of its hunts can be very low, and a minor injury inflicted by resisting prey could mean it is unable to hunt and eventually dies. The existence of the mountain lion is a vital sign of a healthy and balanced ecosystem. As an apex predator, it helps control herbivore populations, preventing them from overgrazing the fragile vegetation. The mountain lion is the embodiment of wild strength, independence, and ultimate adaptability. It is the silent king of the desert, a symbol of the fierce life that exists in the harshest and most pristine places on Earth. When even mighty predators like the mountain lion must seek shelter, the midday desert seems like a dead land. But look, a tiny creature is bravely facing the furnace. This is the antelope ground squirrel, the tiny warrior that directly challenges the power of the sun. It is one of the very few mammals active in the scorching heat of the day, Its survival secret lies in its long, bushy tail, which is not just for balance, but is also a biological sunshade. By arching its white furred tail over its head and back, it creates a mobile shade. The light-colored fur reflects sunlight, significantly reducing the amount of radiant heat its small body has to absorb. It has the ability to withstand a rise in body temperature to a level that would be fatal to most other mammals. However, it cannot endure this forever. It must constantly find ways to cool down using a unique behavior. After brief foraging trips out in the sun, it will run into the shade and press its sparsely furred belly against the cooler ground. This is an ingenious way to transfer dangerous excess heat from its internal organs out into the environment. Its life is a relentless cycle, rushing out to find food in the heat and quickly returning to the cool safety of its burrow before its body reaches its breaking point. Each trip is a race against time. Its large, elastic cheek pouches are an effective foraging tool. They allow it to gather a large quantity of seeds and plants in the shortest amount of time, minimizing the time it has to be exposed to the dangerous sun. Its complex system of underground burrows is the center of its life. This is not only a safe refuge from the heat and enemies, but also a place to sleep, reproduce, and store its precious food supply for lean times. It can survive for long periods without drinking water directly. Most of the necessary moisture is obtained from the succulent plants, insects, and sometimes carrion that it eats. Every source of water is utilized to the fullest. Its kidneys have evolved to be extremely efficient at concentrating urine, minimizing the amount of water lost through waste. In the desert, every drop of water conserved is a victory in the fight for survival. Always on alert, it often stands up on its hind legs to survey its surroundings, its tail constantly twitching. A hawk's shadow from above or a snake slithering nearby can be spotted in time, giving it a few precious seconds to flee. Its diet is flexible and opportunistic. It eats anything it can find, from seeds, green leaves, and fruits, to insects, spiders, and even other small animals. In the desert, a picky eater would not survive. Though small, it is very brave and feisty. It has been known to confront rattlesnakes, kicking sand at them and biting their tails to drive away predators many times its own size. The antelope ground squirrel is a crucial link in the desert's food chain. It is a primary food source for countless predators, from hawks, snakes, and foxes to coyotes, sustaining life for other species. The antelope ground squirrel is the ultimate testament to the incredible resilience of life. It demonstrates that with the right adaptations, even in the most extreme conditions imaginable, courage and cleverness can still win.